No. No, you may not.
Kids, be free. Be whatever you are, do whatever you want to do. Just so long as you don't hurt anybody.
Some of you have been wondering what the ScreamCrow looks like under the mask. Well, today's your lucky day. Let me first show you what I could look like if I were a Disney character. I could look like this. If I were able to grow hair on my head, in 40 years' time, I could possibly look like this. But I can't, so I look like this. I woke up this morning feeling a little bit fruity, shall we say. Chunky Butt, that's my other half in case you are wondering, had only just come home from doing her night shift. Instead of having a cold shower to quell my urges, I decided to look at some non-erotic pictures to help tame the tiger, shall we say. I started off with this picture, which I call the female gangbang, followed by these three, which remind me of that one time I tried to use my letterbox as a glory hole. Finally, followed by this picture, which I named No. No, you may not. After being put off sex completely, I turned my attention to my Twitter account. You should add me if you haven't already. It's at SC_face. Only to come face to face with untold links to a huge ginger vagina. Have a butcher's at this. Meet Police Chief Constable Simon Bailey. Let's have a see what he's going on about, shall we? A leading police officer has said that paedophiles who view indecent images should not be charged and taken to court unless they pose a physical threat to children. Alright, so first of all, how are they going to know, or what are they going to do to judge whether or not a nonce, somebody who is viewing indecent images of children, poses a physical threat to them? Simon Bailey, the National Police Chief's Council lead for Child Protection, said low-level offenders should simply be placed on the sex offenders register and given counselling and rehabilitation instead. Okay, fair enough, they're going to put them on the nonce list, but nobody is allowed to know who is on that nonce list. So what is the fucking point in putting them on said nonce list? He said that would free the police to deal with the core of dangerous paedophiles who are seeking out and exploiting children in order to rape and carry out the most awful sexual abuse against them. Oh, so what about someone who has intentions, but oh, I don't really want to do it, I'm just thinking about it? Get the fuck out of it. You're a nonce. That's the end of it. You get sexually turned on by looking at images of naked children. You're wrong in the head. You need your bollocks fucking cut off, and you need a baseball bat around your fucking head, mate. Mr. Bailey said he acknowledged that many people would be nervous about his proposals. Nervous? Get the fuck out of it. We just think you're a fucking twat. But He said it was time to look at alternatives to prosecution because reports of sexual abuse have reached saturation points. What he means there is too many fucking coppers have been caught looking at pictures, having pictures and actually being full on fucking n***s. He said that although police were arresting over 400 men every month for viewing indecent images of children, this was just the tip of the iceberg and that a new approach was needed. We're able to assess whether a paedophile viewing indecent images of children is posing a threat of contact abuse, and in circumstances where that individual does not pose a threat of contact abuse, they should still be arrested, but we can look at different disposal orders than going through the formal criminal justice system, said Mr. Bailey. They will still become a registered sex offender, and that means that they are still being managed, but that gives us the capacity to deal with the scale and the volume of referrals that we're consistently getting. So how are they going to manage them then? Use them, blackmail them, doing things for them. That's what they tend to do, don't they? MI5 are well known for doing that. Look at Ted Heath. The number of child abuse reports has mushroomed by 80% in the past 3 years, with police receiving an average of 112 complaints a day. There are more than 70,000 complaints into child abuse a year, and police forces are also preparing an estimated 40,000 reports of abuse from the Independent Inquiry into Child Sexual Abuse, which began hearing evidence on Monday. Mr. Bailey said, "We are struggling to maintain the capacity and ability to deal with the increasing numbers that are coming through. We just can't cope with it." He added, "There are tens of thousands of men seeking to exploit children online with a view to meeting them, with a view to then raping them and performing the most awful sexual abuse on them. That's where we believe the focus has got to be, because they're the individuals that pose the really significant threats." Alright, so let's cut to the chase here, yeah? I'm pretty sure a lot of you, when you were younger, you looked at images of women with their boobs out, pornographic magazines. You young boys, you're inquisitive, you want to know about things. You all start somewhere. Paedophiles are no fucking different. I know I'm swearing a lot, but this topic really gets right on my fucking tits. Now, a paedophile is not automatically going to think, "Oh, you know what, I fancy fucking raping a child today, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and rape a fucking child." No, they don't do that. They start off by looking at images. They start off by procuring images, by taking images of their own, drawing them. And then they progress up. They will start looking at films of children being abused. They will start trying to get involved with filmmaking of children being abused before they themselves participate into that sort of fucking thing. The dirty, sick, motherfucking bastards. I tell you what, if it was down to me, I'd line them all up and fucking shoot them with my fucking crossbow. Fucking sickening. Mr. Bailey earlier told the Times, "Let's be really clear, somebody going online and using their credit card to direct the abuse of a child in the Philippines should be locked up categorically." Fucking minimum they should. They should be castrated, hand-drawn and fucking quartered in public. That individual who is not in contact with children and doesn't pose a threat to children and is looking at low-level images, when you look at everything else that's going on and the threat that's posed of contact abuse to children, we have to look at doing something different with those individuals. But welfare groups have voiced their fears that Mr. Bailey's proposals will be interpreted as a liberalisation and watering down of child protection laws. Damn fucking right it is. All they're trying to do is make paedophilia look fucking normal. There is nothing normal about being sexually attracted to fucking children. Nothing whatso fucking ever. The NSPCC said it is clear from these staggering levels of recorded child sex offences that police have a huge number of cases to investigate, often with limited resources. Of course there's limited resources, because the police force is full of fucking even the fucking higher ones up. They're all fucking at it. They're being blackmailed by fucking MI5. Fuck's sake. Prison sentences serve a vital purpose in reflecting the severity of the crime, protecting the public, acting as a deterrent, and helping a victim see their offender deservedly brought to justice. But we cannot arrest our way out of the situation. If we are to stem this tide and protect more children, we must make prevention and rehabilitation a priority. So what the fuck are they going to do to rehabilitate people who are looking at pictures of fucking children? Please, what are they going to fucking do? Are they going to sit there and show them pictures of fucking women, show them hardcore pornography and said, no, don't be interested in little boys and girls, this is what you want to be interested in? How the fuck are they going to know? What are they going to do? Oh, tell you what, today we're going to make this man turn out to be a homosexual by showing him graphic images of men wanking themselves off and fuck knows what else. No, this one can be straight. We're going to show him pictures of a woman. No, this one's going to be a fucking transgender. We're going to show him pictures of fucking men with their fucking dicks cut off and oh, fucking hell, it's sickening. With the right support, we can prevent offenders from abusing and help those who do harm children change their behaviour. So what are they going to do to people that do harm children change their behaviour? Give them a slap on the wrist and say, look, please don't do it out in public. Don't make it so fucking obvious. I tell you what, this country is turning into a right fucking shithole. And people wonder why I don't pay my fucking council tax. Really? Look at that fucking face. Looks dopey as fuck, don't he? How the fucking hell did he get... Oh, I tell you what, I don't even want to fucking talk about it anymore. I'll see you later on, people. Bye bye.